What's up, YouTube? Let me stop, bro. Yo, YouTube. It is Pocket Rocket Anime Chats, and we back, bro. I'm back. Been on a long hiatus, and
it's the nigga I needed. Fuck. That's what we needed. Yo, I can't believe I was sent a real street nigga. God, you sent an angel.
it is I, a real reviewer of One Piece and other animes. And let me stop playing. I'm back, and I'm gonna be trying to do weekly reviews on the chapter, or maybe every 2 weeks. It just depends how my job is filling me out. But hey, let's go on and get into it, bro. We about to go on and hit One Piece chapter 1025. Hey, before we start, let's take a pause and subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, do all that, and let's get back into it. Let's first start off chapter 1025 with the title, which is Twin Dragons. That kind of give you a hint what the chapter's gonna be about. Kaido, Momonosuke, you know, everything to do with that. And the cover page is Usopp telling, and Octopus chronicling the life and adventures of Usopp. And you know, Usopp's first page, the big liar story, that's what it says to the title. And you know, Usopp is really spilling the beans of all the adventures that he has done, and that ties back into the last chapter of Usopp lying about that's his conqueror's haki. And you know how that we can feel about that. The lies of Usopp usually do come true.
You liar!
And you know, Usopp, a lot of things Usopp lied about, I ain't gonna lie to you, they tend to come true if you really pay attention throughout the story itself. But I don't think Usopp will get Conqueror's haki, but shit, you never know. Now we done with that, let's talk Kaido. In this chapter, it's revealed that Kaido and Yamato's races are Oni, and honestly thinking about it, this might be the last race that Big Mom doesn't have, aka how we just found out King's race. Big Mom doesn't have that in her group of people, family type of thing. Based off of this, just reading the chapter, Kaido is an onion. Just like Shrek, Kaido is an onion. Kaido has layers to him.
Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. You get it. We both have layers.
And with all these layers that Kaido has, Kaido is becoming one of the best villains in the One Piece story, because every time Kaido speaks, you can feel that there is more to what he's saying. Like from it was the last chapter or the chapter before, Kaido is telling Yamato that what he's doing is not that fucking simple. Like, it's bigger than that. And Yamato is very immature and naive because Yamato don't understand what's really going on. In this chapter, Kaido is literally beating a lesson into Yamato's head as he's been trying to do all these years. Because, you know, he was stating, he's like, the race of the Onis are meant to impose their will on other races, and it is beneath them to befriend humans or even be looking over as humans as friends. From this, the question pops up in my head, like, who hurt Kaido? Like, for real, who hurt Kaido? Like, why does Kaido hate humans or look down on humans this much? And just think about it, his entire crew has zoning fruit, or they have smile that has altered them to be more like animals. And you know, this leads to me thinking that Kaido only truly respects the strong and other races that are not humans. So this resentment towards humans, my question is, where did it come from? The major bombshell that was dropped in this chapter was, aka something that was really important, is the race of Yamato and Kaido is Onis. And by definition, after I did some research, Onis is a Japanese folklore, a type of demonic creature, often of a giant size, Kaido, great strength, Kaido, and a fearful appearance, or aka an ogre. And this confirms the theory of the One Piece community, with Kaido and Yamato having horns and walking around with the club. And as you can see with the image above, that this is exactly what they but this is how they portray themselves. Not portray themselves, only Kaido really motherfucker portraying himself like that. But back to what I was talking about. Some of the traits of an Oni are red and green skin, but Kaido doesn't have that, so it has me thinking that Kaido is Oni and half human. continue with this after some more research. I see that they tend to be the enemy of mankind. Onis are stated to be created when a human soul is so wicked that he is far past redemption. He then transforms into an Oni and remains on Earth to terrorize the living. And it is stated that they cannot be freed from this job and they are immortal. Sounds like fucking Kaido. Kaido damn near is immortal. I mean, that man goddamn trying to kill himself 1,000,000 times. But let me continue. Now, that has me thinking about all the knowledge that Kaido knows about the Void Century. And what if Kaido knows of the prophecy and has deemed himself to be the one to terrorize the living and be the villain necessary for the reincarnation of Jobo to overcome? Like, I feel like that's a stretch. But still, that'd be pretty crazy if Kaido, you know, such a bad guy, but he's doing it for the greater good because he has turned fully to his Oni side instead of his other half of the humans. I mean, his other half, which is human. And with that being said, it gives me a better understanding why Yamato wants to distance herself for not being like Kaido. Yamato idolizes somebody else that was truly human. Now, on the other half, Yamato, also being an Oni, doesn't want to be like her dad, a tyrant that dominates all, but a person that has friends and respected because who she is. The love for Oda has been steaming from her after reading the logbook and also watching his execution. Kaido in this chapter also continues to push Yamato from wanting to be Oda and or a part of the samurais, and Kaido continuously talks to Yamato about how she needs to accept that she is the son, aka the daughter's son, you know, Kaido's respecting her, and is alone in this world. And it goes back to a flashback showing all the people that has treated Yamato with love that has been killed by Kaido. And if you look at the image, it's the same way how Jack crucified the minx on Zoe. The next panel is strong, as we can see Kaido beating, literally bashing in Yamato's head with his club, saying that all the acts of kindness that they were showing her were lies. And, you know, it's beneath a Oni to be relying on friendships of humans. Like, her status is way above it. Now, let's talk Momo and Luffy. We know that Momonosuke has been aged up 20 years, but we also got to realize Momo's mind is still mentally an 8-year-old. And, you know, having been an 8-year-old, even though Momonosuke has went through a lot of trauma in these past months, have even been a fucking month. I lose track of One Piece. But these past months of being, these past months of being with Luffy and going through everything from being kidnapped, beat up, and all that. But Momo still has fears of heights. And it is shown in this chapter when Luffy is barking at Momonosuke and shaming him of being scared of heights. He's like, How did you get aged up and you're still afraid of heights? But, you know, after a good barking, a good talking to from Luffy, and a good push, Momo starts flying. But Momo flies with his eyes closed and flies right through Onigashima, straight into the live floor, and crashing his way all the way to the top of the rooftop. On his way to the rooftop, it's a lot of key moments in this. We get to see the reaction of everybody on the live floor, and that's from Sanji, Zoro, King, and Queen. And, you know, that's going to be a morale booster for the chapters coming ahead, because people are being able to see Luffy is alright. Luffy go fucking make it, and Luffy is on his way back to the rooftop with a plan to defeat Kaido. Yes, the curiosity starts as soon as Momonosuke go a flight above where Law and Kid is facing Big Mom. Big Mom's like, what the fuck, Kaido, what are you doing? But, you know, Big Mom she's a little on the slow side. So, and then she definitely nobody knows Momonosuke can turn into a dragon, so everybody confused on who the dragon is. Now, Momonosuke them reaches the top of the rooftop, but also Kaido and Yamato are still having a... Without Kaido and Yamato noticing that Momonosuke and Luffy has made it to the top yet, we can see Yamato is not stepping down, because Yamato, I'm pretty sure after them last beating that Kaido gave her, she had to get up out of her zoning form. But we can see Yamato getting ready for a divine step attack, and we can see her coating her club with Conqueror's Haki. Man, honestly seeing this, I'm like, Yamato is really, she topped out, because, well, I can't say that. Because strength and learning abilities is two different things. I might be able to skywalk, but I might not be as strong as Luffy that can't skywalk. So I see how that's coming. But we see her coating her attack with Conqueror's Haki. And also, Luffy lets My bad. Luffy lets Momonosuke know that they made it to the top so he can open up his eyes and crash land straight in front of Kaido. And Luffy goes straight into Gear 4 Snake Man. And he coats his jet cavalry. He coats his attack with Conqueror's Haki too. Both in Yamato and Luffy landed a simultaneously Conqueror's Haki coated attack on Kaido. And you know what? The big and strong Kaido gets right back up, transforming to his dragon form and sitting right there just the same as Yamato, like, who the hell is this dragon? And that's where Momonosuke yells his name and say, I am Momonosuke Kosuke, and I am the man who will be the Shogun of Wano. The last panel of the chapter was a bit crazy, because you know, two dragons facing off against each other. As Kaido said, the world only needs one dragon, and you know, Momo's not gonna die, so Kaido's gonna disappear tonight, and that will leave Momo to be the last dragon standing, and Momo will be the dragon to bring Wano's future and fortune. Well, those are my thoughts on the chapter. I really did enjoy it. I shouldn't have did a chapter review for the last chapter 1023 because that was fucking knocking. That was really great. And I'm sure to be talking about some more things, theories, ideas, and continuing up these chapter reviews. And I really do thank you and appreciate everybody for giving me a listen. And peace.
Tight these niggas tell me about stories and how the fuck they get out. My money real long, nigga better not try to take some joke coming in this bitch get out.
You don't want no smoke, no cancel. Play with the game, we gon' get the clapping. We really with it, ain't doing no acting. These nigga bitches, they really be capping. On God.
And I wish a nigga would mess with my brother or he would come for my squad. Better bet shows nigga knowing that we hard. Say you won't come to this pussy nigga, we on it.
Chop all night, kick shit in the